Sorry, I had to get my last little sip of Theraflu before I got going. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Kendal. Long time no see. I haven't seen you since graduation. Welcome back, Wildcard family. As you can see, if you aren't familiar, we got a new brand.
Yeah, man. New brand, new feel. New vibe. Y'all gonna see it. Everything, man. It's good to be back. It's good to finally have this rebrand. We've been working on it for a while, so we happy to bring it to y'all, man. I'm happy to
Shout
be
out,
back, man.
shout out our graphic designer real quick. I can't remember her name. It's Nia.
Nia the designer.
Nia the designer.
Nia
Shout
the
out to
designer,
you
yeah.
for this amazing graphic and all this kind of stuff. As you can see, there's two different things going on with the red and the blue. One, Kendal's explanation for the red and blue was it's ice, it's fire, it's cold. Two different personalities clashing together. Not really clashing,
Right.
but y'all get it.
Yeah.
And then you have Kendal had the Atlanta Hawks internship last year. I had the Charlotte Hornets. We're on opposite. We're on the wrong side right now. I'm supposed to be on this side. Well, this side. He's supposed to be on this side, but it is what it is. It makes sense. We got a whole new color scheme, so that's the beauty in it. I think we're gonna do some great things. We're excited for this next season, next step in the Wildcard podcast, and let's see what happens moving forward.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, I know we've
That's
been
a good
gone for a
question.
while. You said what?
I said that's a good question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I know we've been gone for a while, so we want to make sure that y'all remember is still like, comment, and subscribe on any platform that y'all on right now. Make sure y'all follow us on all of our social medias. We got TikTok, we got Facebook, we got Instagram, and we got X at Wildcard2K. And make sure y'all donate to the Cash App is $Wildcard2K. We really appreciate the support. We love y'all. Thank y'all for all of the support. And hey, make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe.
So obviously, there's some things going on right now. We know it's gonna take a while for our viewers to get in. It's gonna take a little time for us to build our consistency back up, but we're going into a new stage in both of our lives. We're about to start working. That's gonna be. We got a big episode coming in the future. Can't say too much. Can't say too much, but y'all gotta. That's gonna be a huge episode. A lot of different things. I can't wait to see all the reactions. But I'm gonna leave that there because that's something special.
It's gonna be exciting.
For sure. But Kendal, last week we had the baseball tournament, the baseball SWAC championship. Yep. 2 weeks before that, we had the softball championship. First of all, let's give a great congratulations to the Grambling State Tigers on winning the SWAC championship, and they are headed to the regionals, I believe. I'm not sure who they're gonna. No, I think they play Texas A&M. So they're gonna play Texas A&M in a few weeks for their first matchup. And Texas A&M is a really talented team. And I think that, with the SWAC baseball this year, it's been a situation where all these teams have defeated a Power 5 school. You had Bethune beating Miami. You had us, Alabama State, beating Auburn. You had Southern beating LSU. So there was a lot of consistency there. It was a competitive field. And, anybody who lost in this tournament, you shouldn't feel, demoralized or anything. It was a great tournament. It was some great baseball, some high scoring baseball, some blowouts.
Definitely.
But ultimately Grambling came out on top, and congrats to him.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got to experience a little bit, in real time. I am a little jealous about that, but it definitely was competitive, like you said. And I mean, that last stretch of games, I know for Alabama State, especially, once we beat Auburn, it was kind of like, all right, we started building momentum, building some steam. So, it was great to see a lot of good baseball, a lot of good competition, and obviously Grambling State, edged it out, and they go into regionals, like you said.
Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting time. If they were to pull off an upset, that would be insane. That would be beautiful, though. But I know, this is a tough front. But yeah, I'm proud of them for sure. Second, this is their second championship in this year because they won basketball as well. So it's a great time to be a Grambling State Tiger if you're a Grambling State Tiger fan, for sure.
Definitely is. You also, or we both actually watched some softball as well. Softball played, obviously, like you said. Jackson State, they beat FAMU 3-1. Obviously softball. I know for Alabama State, they had their ups and their downs, but I think they kind of pulled it together in the tournament. We saw some flashes. They played Jackson State, and I think that was a really, really close game, nail biter. You know, it was tight the whole way, and I think ultimately Jackson State proved that they were the best team. So you got to give it up to them.
Yeah, I was very proud of our effort though, because obviously it wasn't the type season that we had last year, regular season wise. But
Mm-hmm.
toward the end, when the tournament came, you could feel the momentum shift. You felt the sense of urgency to turn it on and like be consistent. So players like Jada Gardner, Elena Scott, Kendall Doremus, Kendall Smiley, those girls made their all SWAC teams. But ultimately, like you said, Jackson State came out on top, and this was their first SWAC championship, I believe, since I want to say the 2010s sometime. I think I'm wrong as far as like the specific date, but it's definitely their first softball SWAC championship in a good bit of time. But again, congratulations to Jackson State. They played great. The game that we had against them was very tough. They hit a home run on us in the last inning, and we didn't recover. But again, great. These baseball and softball programs in the HBCU, especially in the SWAC, are all great in their own right. Like it's no shame in losing in these tournaments because it's so competitive.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and the crazy part about a softball and baseball season, especially, is all it takes is one game. All it takes is one series against one team, and your whole season could turn around. And I think a lot of these teams had situations like that where they caught momentum toward the end of the season, and they took it into the tournament. So it's always good to see games like that. Always good to see teams like that have seasons like that. So it was great to see. You mentioned it a little bit already, but even though we do cover mostly SWAC, we did want to highlight a lot of the other HBCU conferences that had softball, baseball championships. The next one was Morgan State, hometown Morgan State. Obviously, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. So for those of you who don't know, Morgan State, they won the MEAC championship after beating Coppin State in the two games that they played, 2-game championship games. They beat them 5-1 and they beat them 6-0. So congratulations to Morgan State. I actually had the opportunity to be on Morgan State's inside Morgan State or Morgan Sports radio show last week, and they were really hype about this team. I'm being from Baltimore, I am proud of them as well, and I think that they had a phenomenal season. And obviously, anytime that you get to hold a championship trophy at the end of the year, you got to give it up. So congratulations to Morgan. And this is the last little sneak I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna be on Inside Morgan Sports tomorrow on Wednesday. Talking about something a pretty interesting topic. Basically, I'm gonna go in there defending different eras. Different eras in NBA basketball. What's the best era? We got the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, present. And I'm gonna be defending the present. So if y'all want to tune in, make sure y'all go to my Facebook page, and I'll give y'all all of the details and everything, so y'all can tune in. And it's gonna be a great time. If you guys haven't, make sure y'all tune in to Morgan State's radio show, Inside Morgan Sports. It's a great show. Y'all will have a great time.
I spelled that so wrong. I'm sorry.
You definitely
I spelled
did.
it wrong.
You definitely did.
I tried.
Fine.
I tried.
It's totally fine. Okay, moving on though. We also had Edward Waters. They won the SIAC championship after defeating Savannah State 10-5. Congratulations to them. We're going to quick round this a little bit more. Bowie State, they won the CIAA's championship after beating Claflin 11-8. And the I believe it was Spring Hill. They're not on here only because they're not an HBCU, but they're not on here. They also won the SIAC softball championship as well. So congratulations to all these teams. They all deserve it. And congrats on a great wrap up to the HBCU season. We got one more thing to talk about that is still a part of it, but we'll get to that in a few minutes.
Hey, you can take this off. I'm trying to take it off. My fault. My bad. Too early. Too early. I got it. Huh?
I said you messing up my producing game, bro.
No, my fault, man. My fault. But yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to all those teams. It's great. We're trying to expand our horizon and get in depth with these other HBCUs outside of the SWAC. Obviously, the SWAC is home. The SWAC is always going to be something that we love, but all HBCUs matter.
Absolutely.
So, that being said, Kendall, we have some track news as well with HBCUs. Kendall, I want to talk about a special person that I just got to know this year. Jamarion Stubbs. Kendall. He is killing. He is killing. Jamarion Stubbs. 100-meter dash. He ran a 10 flat. I'm going to say 10 flat. I'm leaving the 7 off because it's a 10 flat in my eyes. But Kendall, he is absolutely smoking the competition. I was hoping we were going to get a relay team in as well because I feel like our relay team can compete with anybody in the nation, as we saw last year. But he's going, and I think he has a chance to win first, like get first place. Genuinely, get first place.
So, I think a lot of people who aren't paying attention to track definitely need to start paying attention to it, especially with NCAA nationals coming up, because these HBCU athletes are going crazy right now. Jamarion Stubbs is just one of many. Jamarion, though, I will say, having the opportunity to see him this past year, I mean, he's a very electric runner. I think that, as well as he can run, I think that it's just his poise that he brings to every race that he's in, that he looks like a winner, and I think he runs like a winner as well.
And he's running for a winner, Coach Bean.
Absolutely, Coach Richie Bean. So, shout out to Jamarion. I think that like I said before, I think that he's a great athlete, and I think that he's, proven that and getting it proven on the biggest stage. So, I'm really proud of him, and I'm happy to see him. I can't wait to see him perform, and like you said, hopefully get that gold medal.
They will be in Oregon on June 5th through the 8th. I know they'll be there June 5th. So I'm not sure exactly which day he runs because the events haven't been listed yet, but all these HBCUs, because you're going to list North Carolina A&T, who's a very prominent factor when it comes to track over the last couple years, excuse me. So let's go ahead and give them their credit.
Actually, real quick, I got a list, so I wanted to go with Howard University first. So Howard University had a great showing. They had 3 individuals and 1 relay team make NCAA nationals. The first one is, as you can see here, Simone Watkins. She was in the 400-meter hurdle, and she had a new personal best of 55.92. So congratulations to her.
She's beautiful.
Come on, bro. I knew you was gonna do that. Next up, we got Samuel Bennett. He was in the 110-meter hurdles. He finished second in his heat with a personal best of 13.52. Shout out to him. Next up, we got Noah Langford. He is in the 400-meter hurdles, and he claimed the final spot in the field with the 50.55 time. Congratulations to him. And lastly, for Howard, like I said, they got a lot of them. We got the 4x1 relay team, the women's. They were third in their heat with the 43.55 times. The first HBCU women 4x1 team to advance since NCAT or North Carolina A&T in 2021. So congratulations to them. Their members are as follows: Ayana Gray Williams, Mackenzie Robinson, Kalia, I believe it's Kalia Collins, Tiffany Ray Pittman, Sherry Ann Norton, Anna Woodruff, and Jaden Gums. So congratulations to all of them. Obviously, they have some substitutes as well, but congratulations to all of them. They did a great job. Next up, again, I'm sorry, I'm a little biased right now. We got a University of Maryland Eastern Shore. We have Malachi Aiken. He was in the triple jump. He was one of 2 HBCU athletes to qualify in field events. He had a new personal best of 15.77 or 51 feet, 9 inches. So shout out to him. Next up, we got Grambling State.
That's hard. That's a beautiful graphic.
Oh, yeah. Grambling State did their thing with this. Grambling State, I'll say Grambling State and North Carolina A&T, who y'all see in a few minutes, did their thing with these graphics. Shout out to their media team.
Can it look like a movie preview? I'm sorry, because you look like a movie preview.
I know it does go crazy. It definitely does go crazy. Shout out to Grambling State again. But they got James Jet Brown. Anytime that you got a name like Jet, you got to be cold. He's a long jumper. He jumped 7.61 meters, and he also claimed the SWAC indoor and outdoor championships this season as well. Next up, we have UAPB's Caleb Snowden. He is a high jumper. He jumped 2.20 meters or 7 feet and 2.5 inches without failed attempts. And he is the only HBCU athlete in West preliminary rounds of outdoor championships to advance. So big shout out to him. And now finally, Khalil, we can get to NCAT. First things first, their relay team. You finished third in their heat with a season best of 39-24. Got Avian Reed, Jason Holmes, Caleb Jackson, Isaiah Taylor, Zavia Taylor, and Jaden Gums. Actually, the thing about NCAT that's really funny is that Jason Holmes, he was the only HBCU athlete to qualify for national championships in multiple events. He also qualified for the 110-meter hurdles. He tied for second best time of all 12 qualifiers with 13:40. And lastly, for NCAT, we have Thomas Smith. He also was in the 110-meter hurdles, and he finished with a 13:65 time. Congratulations to all of these HBCU athletes. All of them did a phenomenal job, and you can see all of them in the NCAA Nationals as they defend and look to win these respective races. So congratulations to them again.
Headed to Oregon. Like Kendall said, congratulations to all of them. Gosh, I didn't know we have a lot of talent when it comes to the track side of the sports in HBCUs.
Absolutely.
And I think one thing that I like to say to alums or supporters of these universities, don't just look at football, don't just look at basketball, don't just look at your top programs. Look at those programs that are going out and dated on every single meet, every single day. They're competing against the Power 5 schools. Because our football, they may play one Power 5 a year. Our basketball, they may play 5 and 6. But when it comes to baseball, how many SWAC schools or HBCU schools do we see beat a Power 5 this year? Like, those are things that we could help support and boost. And we were talking about a sport like track. Track is facing a Power 5 school in every single meet, in every single event. Absolutely. So you just want to boost these guys, boost these women and men up, and elevate their programs to the heights and levels that they're competing at ultimately.
Especially when you're talking about winners. We love winners, and I can't stress enough how beautiful it is to see these HBCU athletes on the track side of things, excelling and dominating in their respective events. So congratulations to them again. And absolutely, you have to start supporting these track athletes even more than we already are.
Absolutely. So I want to take a transition, Kendall. We haven't done this in a long time, probably since we were sitting in the student union doing this podcast, talking about national news. But I want to talk about Bronny James, Kendall. Let's talk about Bronny. So obviously he has begun his training and his path for the NBA draft. He started that process, and he performed pretty well. I think he jumped above a 40 vert, and he knocked down a couple of threes. And there was a tweet that came out today that said he had 10 workouts scheduled with teams, but he declined all of them except for the Lakers and the Suns.
I saw that.
How do you feel about this whole process of Bronny James being drafted? Do you feel like he's ready? We talked about it a little bit, but how are you feeling now that the combine is over with?
So for one, I think it's important to mention that Bronny isn't the only player that does this, isn't the only college player that does this. When it first came out that he was entering his name into the draft, he also entered his name into the transfer portal. So even though it doesn't seem as likely now after his combine performance, he can still, go back to college. He can still transfer and play in college. And a lot of players do this. Obviously, they don't have the name like Bronny James, but they do this. So it's not like just a Bronny James thing. Oh, he's just doing this because he's LeBron's son. I wanted to clarify that for one. But secondly, I believe that people have to realize that Bronny James is a player that has potential. Do I think that right now, from what I saw in college, that Bronny James is ready to go to the NBA? Not necessarily. But I will also say, and I've heard a lot of professional athletes, which I'll defer to them on this because obviously they know what an NBA talent looks like more than I do. They say that, what you saw in college isn't indicative of how he's going to be as an actual pro. And I could
They
believe
claim he's
that
a pro
because I
style
think a lot of
player.
people, yeah, I think a lot of people get stuck in the mindset of, stats. Oh, he had this amount of stats, this amount of stats. He's not ready to be in the NBA. Everybody that's in the NBA didn't have great college stats, for one, but also it's a different game. It's a totally different game. So, I think that Bronny James has potential. I'm definitely not praying on the kid's downfall. You can't help the fact of who your parents are. You can't help who his dad is. He can't help that. But ultimately, I love the fact that he keeps sounding like, and he keeps saying in these interviews and media sessions that he wants to build his own path. And I really do think that that's an admirable thing to do. And I want to see him do it. I want to see him succeed.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing for me was I wanted to hear what his vision was for himself. One of the great things I heard him say was his player comparisons. He didn't say, I want to be my dad. He said realistic expectations. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Davion Mitchell. Those are all very attainable players for him to be. It's not like he's saying, I want to be an NBA Hall of Famer. Now, is that saying he doesn't want to be that or he can't get to that? No, but he's setting the bar right where he believes he can get to. And we've always mentioned this. I think we talked about it last time, is the fact that he has the greatest support system he can potentially have out of any prospect on this draft. You got Rich Paul, who is one of the best agents in the world, if not the best. You got LeBron James, who is arguably the greatest player of all time, greatest basketball minds of all time. And you got his friend group, the Chris Pauls, the Carmelos. He's not going to be led in the wrong direction. If the dude wasn't ready to go, they wouldn't. I don't think LeBron's going to be like, okay, Bronny, I'm forcing you in this. Now, do I feel like he put a little bit of extra pressure on him that was unnecessary? Talking about, he's better than some NBA players right now. Yes. And I feel like that's why he gets some of the criticism that he gets. But ultimately, I think that we have things like the G League for a reason.
Yeah.
He can go there and develop because, okay, we've seen players dominate in college and have great improvements in college and get to the NBA and they can't translate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And
So,
I think not to cut you off, but I think one of the things that LeBron also did was that he said he wanted to play with his son. So I think everybody went into this next draft saying, okay, if we draft Bronny, we get Bron, basically 2 + 1 + 1 = 2, basically. And that's not necessarily the case for one, but I think it's also about, letting the kid, build his own career, build his own path. So
and it sounds like that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm rooting for the kid. I mean, it's a lot of people that are gonna hate on him because of who his dad was. He has a lot of haters already before he's even stepped on the NBA court. So, I want the kid to succeed.
Speaking of, I'm thinking about it right now. Rest in peace to Bill Walton. He passed away yesterday. It just came to my mind when you said dads. I was thinking about Luke Walton, but rest in peace to the great Bill Walton. Thoughts and prayers to his family. But back to the subject at hand. I think that one of the things that a lot of people have issue with as well is the nepotism, right? And I think that there was a great point brought up by somebody. I can't remember exactly who it was. I'm sorry, but they were talking about, when you're talking about things like Amazon, you're talking about things like Google, you're talking about ownership of teams. That nepotism is okay then, because those owners, they're setting up their children to own these organizations.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is probably setting his son up to run X one day. But when LeBron does the same thing, I don't think that we don't give ourselves grace as African Americans when it comes to helping ourselves out. Like we don't allow our son, our black fathers to, allow their sons, whatever the case may be, like LeBron, to elevate their kids. Like it happens on a smaller level with Google, but when it comes to the NBA, it's happening everywhere, Kendal. It's just a name. If you take away the name LeBron James or LeBron James Jr., none of this matters.
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately that's the dream. You dream of as a parent. I feel like you dream to work as hard as you can. So your kids don't have to experience the same things you experience.
Right.
And I think being a son of parents that's like that. I definitely acknowledge it and I understand it, But I think there is a part of me that's like, sometimes not necessarily glorifying the struggle, but being like, I don't just want to be given everything.
Right.
I want to get it my own way. And so I think it's a two-sided coin, because as kids, I feel like we kind of take it as, okay, I appreciate everything you did for me, but I can't go about my life just saying, all right, my parents did all of this for me and I don't got to do nothing else. So I understand what you're saying. I definitely agree that is an issue, I think, in the African American community. But I also feel like, that two-sided coin is a very real thing as well.
That's a great point. I'll give you that. Let's take a transition to the NBA playoffs. I believe the game is not the game has started yet. Kendall, we've had the NBA playoffs going on. We're down to the final four teams. Well, three
Fine.
teams, because
Three.
the Indiana got eliminated last night. Cake
Yeah.
walk to the finals, but I ain't gonna get on that. How have you felt about this playoff? Because for me personally, I love the changing of the guard. I love like the idea that we have parity now, because we spent those 10 years LeBron, Steph, KD, LeBron, Steph, KD. Now it's no more repeating in the finals. It's hard to get back to the finals. Like I'll give one thing. I'm not a big fan of Jason Tatum, but one thing I'll give him is he's been in that conference finals conversation since he's entered the league.
He's the only, to be honest.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Those are the only two players that have had that model of consistency. The rest of the players, Jokic. Next year, who's to say an injury doesn't happen to Jamal Murray and they don't make the play? I mean, they don't make the second round or make the playoffs in general. Anything can happen. But how do you feel about it?
I mean, I think it's bittersweet. I think, like you said, seeing the change of the guard, I think it's good for the game. It's been a lot of talks this season about, who's the next face of the NBA. And I feel like you get a lot of opportunities to see a lot of those contenders for that new face. But I also feel like it's bittersweet because, man, these are guys that we grew up with. The Stephs, the LeBrons, like KD. my most, you said who?
I said KD.
Oh, okay, I thought you said 80. All right, but my no disrespect, but you ain't there. That's all I'm saying. But like my mindset of, when I think about past finals, it's Steph and Bron. Obviously, as a Heat fan, I remember, Bron versus the Spurs, Bron versus the Thunder, all of those. But at the same time, it's like they've been battling they're our version of who? I mean, when you think of long-term rivals, they're our version of Magic and Bird. Yeah. Not to be crazy with the comparisons, but I just feel like they're our version of that. And so seeing the way that it's changing, the league is changing before our eyes, man, it's crazy. It's a crazy thing to experience.
But it's good because now when LeBron retired, like when LeBron got eliminated from the playoffs or didn't make the playoffs the year that the Warriors won the finals, I think there was a droppage in views. I don't think that's the case this year. I really don't, because every series, at least for me, my interest has still been there. I don't know about you, but yeah, I'm watching. This is probably the most I've ever been locked in to almost every single playoff series, aside from the East, unless it was the Knicks. But this playoff, I've been locked in.
Yeah, I was about to say the Eastern Conference is a lot less of a lock-in for me. I think the Western Conference, it's been a bloodbath pretty much from jump. So yeah, absolutely, the Western Conference has been, in my opinion, one of the best we've seen in a while. So as far as parity is concerned, so I'm really happy with how the playoffs has gone. I miss seeing games like this. With Luka and with Luka and Kyrie and Ant, what they've done in the last two series. I mean, it's been nothing short of amazing. So it's really good to see.
Now, before we lose these viewers, let's get into this comment section, and we could get back to NBA talk when it's necessary. But this was a question that I was talking about earlier to Swap Me today. We should be, if we're not there working, we should be there as podcast members for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, we got some stuff, coming up, some announcements and stuff. So who knows? Who really knows?
Somebody got to host our commitment day, our national signing day.
You said what?
Somebody has to host our national signing day. You just disregarded what I said.
I don't know if y'all heard him. I ain't, and bro, you zapping out on me right now.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I can a little bit now. What did you say? You're a little choppy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, while he get his stuff together, will we be at Swag Media Day? Yeah. I'm not sure. Hopefully, that's the plan. We'd love to be, but I guess we'll see what happens. If they'll have us, we loved it because we haven't gone as a traditional podcast. We've seen a lot of other channels go as just podcasters, and it's been nice. So hopefully it's like a family reunion there too. So I would love to.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
You
You
sure?
all right? Yeah, you straight. I'll let you know if you you lagging a little bit, but you all right.
Okay. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Swag Media Day. We'll see. Hopefully, that's the plan. But we need the Swag to start recognizing the Wildcard brand name as well for credentials.
Yeah, definitely. No, they didn't. They didn't make it to nationals. We did have how many Alabama State was it Jaquel Jaquel Bush and
Nautica.
Oh, okay. All right, Nautica too.
I think that was it. And they all were I don't want to say knocked out, but they didn't qualify this previous week.
Yeah, Miss Body, it's a lot of new players, a lot of new players. At different schools. So like we said, we're trying to expand a little bit more. So it's a lot of new players that we got to learn. I'm looking forward to it because it's gonna be nice. We got a lot of different things that we can rank and all of that type of stuff. A lot of episodes.
We were talking about the NBA when she made that comment.
Oh. Well, I mean,
same thing, both sides.
Yeah.
Ways.
Yeah. I mean, that's true though. That's true. It is a lot of new players though, and that's the fun part about it though. I think because it's a lot of new players, a lot of youth in the league now, and who knows what these guys are going to turn into. So
y'all might have a championship there in Texas soon, Miss Body.
Yeah, I hope so. I really do. I want the Mavs to win personally. As a Heat fan, I want the Mavs to win. I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, we both. But Kendal. Oh,
Thank you. It's the last comment, bro. I'm sorry. Thank you.
We good. Anything else? Quick question, Miss Body. What does ROTF mean?
Roll on the floor.
Oh, she wants me to roll on the floor, like laugh.
I think so. Yeah, I think you should do that right now, bro.
Kendal, if I didn't have my little Theraflu stuff right here, I would. But I'm sorry, y'all. I don't got the energy today like that. I'm fighting right now. I'm sweating as we speak. Oh, while I'm thinking about it. Hey man, shout out to Yard. I mean not Yard. Ooh, Yard. Ooh. Yard Apparel. Shout out to Yard Apparel, man. Shout out to Demetrius. Shout out to Demetrius for the shirt. Bama State alumni. Shout out to the Yard Apparel.
Absolutely. He gave me that shirt too. I ain't get the memo that he was wearing that shirt, so that's on me. But yeah, absolutely. He blessed up with that. We never gotten a bad shirt from him.
A couple that we just haven't pulled out yet. We got a shirt from Miss Body too that we haven't pulled out yet.
AB. Yeah, we definitely do.
Oh yeah, that girl was beautiful. She was gorgeous.
Bro, she wasn't up there for 2 seconds.
Whatever, bro. All right, we have this new thing, and we're gonna have new little segments that we try to include. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of controversy going on around the Swag, and we miss the FAMU thing, the FAMU scamming thing. So we can't really clown that like how we should have. But let's do a viral moment, Kendal.
I'm down.
All right, make sure I do this right. Share screen. Boom. All right.
Down by 2. There's the switch. Gobert's out there. Doncic maneuvers for the lead. Got it. What a shot. Dallas is
Now,
taking the
the
lead.
viral moment doesn't come
Just
until
what
it's not
Reggie
the
Miller
shot
said.
that's viral moment.
Go for the win.
It's the after.
It ain't over yet. 3 seconds is a long time, and it's only a 1-point lead here. But that's just Rudy Gobert in an impossible.
Now, Kendall.
So, okay. Before you, because I know you about to go. Can I just add some context to this real quick?
Yeah.
I bet. So, for those of you who don't know, number 27 in the Wolves jersey, that's the reigning defending DPOY, Defensive Player of the Year. That man has won how many, Khalil? Is it 3 or 4? He's won 4 Defensive Player of the Years. I think that puts him in conversations with who? Hakeem,
Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard.
Hakeem, Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard, in that atmosphere of defensive players. So number 77, Luka Doncic, he just did him like that. I said during this game that I believe this may lead to some, disagreements between Slovenia, which Luka is from, and France, which Rudy is from. So make sure that y'all are aware that Slovenia and France might have to deal with this on the battlefield, because y'all just saw what just happened. I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, Khalil.
I want y'all to look at his face, though. I promise you, if you didn't know that these guys were foreign players, I would have considered this racism.
I mean, technically,
it could be still.
I was about to say,
because, look,
possible situation.
I'm just being real, Kendall. It seemed like he dropped. If I didn't know, and this may be a bad thing to say, it sounded like he dropped a hard one.
Well, nah, I mean, you could. Obviously, it was a little choppy. It was a little choppy for y'all, but you could see what he said on the national broadcast. He ain't saying nothing out of pocket, but it's just the fact that he did him like that, and then he did basically he called him an MFer, and then he said, "You can't guard me." That's exactly what he said. I mean, y'all saw the clip. Obviously, he's not wrong. So, Luka Doncic for MVP.
Finals MVP.
You can do regular season, finals. It really don't matter at this point. I mean, it just is what it is. I don't know what else to tell you.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's a good contender though. Absolutely.
We got 30 people in the chat. I got question, y'all. Would y'all like to see me and Kendall rank mascots? Because that's something that has been in the works. Would y'all like to see us rank the mascots in HBCU? Also, what do y'all want to see us rank? Because we got a lot of things that we can rank. It's a lot of controversial topics. I know not too long ago there was a stadium battle on Twitter. I don't want to.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of good content, like you said. I think it's different things that we could do for real. I've been trying to get him. I have been trying to get him to rank these mascots with me, y'all. I have. So please, I'd like to see them.
Be fair, Kendall. It's been a lot of it's a lot going on that last month of school.
I've been trying. So if y'all want to see it, please let us know. We could definitely get that to y'all. We're trying to get at least another couple of videos out for y'all this week, so that way, we could take it in. If y'all don't know, I turned 23 on Monday, so I'd like to.
On here.
You said put my cash app?
Yeah, so I can send you some money for your birthday.
Oh, for sure. I just wanted some birthday wishes, but I got you. But yeah, so
birthday, after graduation.
You said what?
That's the beauty of having a birthday shortly after graduation. You double the money.
Oh yeah, you ain't lying. You are not lying whatsoever, bro.
So continue.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what my service is. Okay. So yeah, this is You cancel, gang. So that's the Cash App, y'all. Y'all can send it if y'all want to. I just wanted some birthday, celebrations or whatever. But that's up to y'all. I appreciate whatever y'all give me. But yeah, so my birthday's on Monday. We are trying to get 2 more episodes for y'all done. They're gonna be pre-recorded, 2 more episodes for y'all in the next couple of days, and make some stuff shake. We got a lot of ground to cover, and we ain't got no more excuses.
There's still a big episode coming. I ain't gonna lie. We might need at least 200 people in this chat when that episode drops, or when we're live for that episode.
Yeah, and I mean, we all know that starts with us being consistent, like we said, like we've been saying, So I definitely think that we'll get there. We'll get there. We got a lot of ground to cover, like I said. So.
Oh, Kendall, can I tell my club story? Or should
If you want to, you can tell.
Or should I say that? You think it's what you think?
Hey, at the very least, it can make a great TikTok.
Look, y'all. So my father took me to a strip club.
Wait a minute. Time out. Because now you're going in and out. I don't know if it's going to work this time.
Save for next time.
Yeah. That gives y'all incentive to tune into the next episode. How about that? Are you saying something, bro? We can't hear you. We still can't hear you.
I was on mute. My bad. I was on mute. I didn't realize. Bro, you could have told me it was on. You can see my face, my thing right here.
No, I wasn't paying attention to that. Okay, I can see it now. I mean, I don't know what that does for us now.
Like I'm talking to
nobody. I'm sorry, my fault. Why you even mute yourself?
Am I loud and clear now?
Yes, you are.
Okay. My father took me to a strip club.
Why did you say it like that, bro?
Because I'm trying to make sure I'm heard loud and clear. Because my AirPods wouldn't do what they're doing. He took me to a strip club for I guess we wanted to consider my celebration for graduation. And he gave me some money. He told me what he wanted to do, what you want to do with it. I said, okay. In my head, I'm like, I'm gonna pocket some of it. Gave me 200. So, we get in there, we chilling. Kendall, you know how I am in the club. I'm very the guy with his hands like this, standoffish, hands in pockets. So I'm like, okay, so how's it gonna work? I'm in a club, in a strip club with my parents. With my parent. So, they go up to a girl, they're like, let's bring her over here. Since he just graduated, we just trained his first time here. And her name was Seven. I was like, what's your name? She said 7. I said, what's a 7? What is a 7? Like, what is your real name? Because I genuinely thought the girl was trying to get to know me, bro. And she with my dad, not my mom. I'm sorry, not my mom. With my parent. That's why I said my dad. See my mom come. But she said her name is 7. And I was like, what is this? Like, I thought I want your real name, because she was saying, so you graduated, you did all this, you did all that. She was asking me all these questions. So I thought she was trying to get to know me, honestly. So I'm like, oh, we're just going to know each other, And then she was like, your dance. I thought we were having a good conversation.
Bro, she still got a job to do, though.
Bro, listen, I get all that. But you're also a human being. You're not a robot.
Okay, bro, that's like you flirting with a cheerleader, or that's like you talking to a cheerleader and then you getting mad that she got to go cheer.
Bro, listen. I thought we were getting to know each other, bro. She said, "Oh, I'm from the West Coast." I said, "Oh, I'm from Birmingham." And then we were talking back and forth. It was because I didn't really know how to operate in there. So, and then another one came over and she was like, oh, it's your first time here? I said, yeah, my first time here. I'm just trying to fill out the situation, all that kind of stuff. And then she was like, you want to dance? I was like, no, I don't want to dance right now. I just want to have a conversation. I just want to have a conversation.
No. Wait, so talk about. You went to a strip club to have a conversation?
There were girls that danced on me, yes, but at the end of the day, we were having good conversations.
Khalil, you ever seen the Players Club?
No, I've heard about it though.
Okay, bro. you need to see the Players Club, bro.
Bro.
if you thought that you were gonna get a conversation in a strip club, you need to watch that movie right now. After this live, you gotta go watch that movie.
You're right, bro. You're right. Okay. That's all. That's generally all. It was an experience. Shout out to my dad. So I left with some money in my pocket. It's an important thing.
How much money you leave with, bro?
$100 richer.
Bro, why you ain't telling what happened to the ones, bro?
I'm not going that far. I got family here.
Bro, I just wanted to hear how you throw it.
You talk about that another day, bro. We'll talk about. You said how I threw it.
Yeah, bro.
Oh no, I didn't know. I generally didn't know what to do. So I was like, I was just literally like ripping it off and just throwing it. I didn't know what to do. I was just looking around. I was trying to like, what is the environment I'm in? Yo.
You a fool, bro. You a fool.
G, are you gonna be a me? Well, I don't know. I'm asking him. I know he's gonna be a me today.
G, you's a fool, bro. But yeah. Yeah, please tell me. Tell me some stuff about y'all HBCUs, man. Like, I got a question, and I'm gonna post it on Twitter. We can post it on all of our socials at this point. But I'm gonna let y'all get the scoop. Who I know y'all seen that NCAA football cover with the 3 athletes.
Do you have
Travis?
Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. I got some for y'all, but with Travis, what's the Quinn
Ewers and not Blake. I can't think of the other guy's name.
It's definitely not Blake.
No.
Y'all know what the cover look like. So my question to y'all is, who would be y'all 3 cover athletes on an HBCU football or college football, HBCU football 25? Like, who would be y'all 3 athletes?
And it would ideally have to be guys from different like it would have to be like SWAC, SIAC, and CIAA. I would imagine the best from each conference.
We just gonna say bump the MEAC, bro?
No, but we're saying 3. You know what I'm saying? MEAC too, but
I know, bro. You just said bump the MEAC.
Not like that, bro. Not like that. But you get what I'm saying. If we're just going based off of what the NCAA did, they only had 3.
I know, but so you wouldn't have in your 3 conferences, your top 3 football conferences, you wouldn't have the MEAC in there.
When I was saying that, I forgot about the MEAC. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
So let's go. Let's do one from last year, Kendall. Who will we do? Bubba will have to be on there. I don't care. Bubba is going on my cover.
Who the best? Davis Richard. Davis Richard got to be on there.
Would Jeremy Musa go in
there? Davis Richard got to be on. Davis Richard got to be on there.
Jeremy Musa is a player of the year.
Davis Richard got to be on there.
Jarvion Howard. Isn't that the running back from Alcorn?
Yeah. Bro, yeah, I'm not putting Musa on there. I'm sorry. If Davius is on there, I'm not putting all the QBs on there. I'm just not.
I can see that.
So Davius,
are we
Davius
going
is a lot.
Bubba or Mikey?
Dog. The only reason why I'm saying this. Do you want Keyshawn Johnson on here? Because we not putting multiple Bama State dudes on here. We just
no. I'm just thinking about, and we really had to pick the top player from the SWAC, to be honest. And
exactly. So it's really who the top player from the SWAC that's going to be representing. Because I picked Davius Richard.
Keyshawn. We can't go Bama State cover.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. I picked Davius not necessarily because of the MEAC. I picked him because he was the best quarterback in HBCU.
Yeah, that's right.
In HBCUs, he was the best. That's why I picked him. So MEAC is covered.
To be fair, though, Keyshawn and Bubba did lead their positions at their respective statistics.
That's true, but if we just basing it off of the what we got, and
yeah, okay.
It was a Colorado player, a Michigan player, and a Texas player.
Okay,
so that's how I'm putting it.
Are we putting what's his name? Trezon Connolly? No, we can't do nothing. We already got a spike player, don't we?
No, we don't, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to wait until you get one. Ladarius Owens from Texas Southern. What you think?
Yeah, that's a good one. Jarvion Howard is a good one.
I don't think Jarvion had that crazy of a season though. This past season, yeah. I feel like the season before that was better though.
Okay,
I could be wrong. But I
ain't gonna say let's go season before that, because if we went season before that, there'll be Jackson State out. It'll be Shador, Travis, and Aubrey Miller. Yeah, I can't do it. Which band will we put on there though? Because you have to, like, on the previous HBCU cover, the Black College Football Experience, it was basically built around Grambling, right? Have you ever seen the cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was built.
Who won Battle of the Bands?
I can't remember.
Gee, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got something for you. Make sure you tune into that so that when we rank the mascots, I got something for you, G.
So this was the cover of the previous HBCU football game, and Grambling was, like I said, pretty much the cover.
Could you zoom in a little bit, man?
Yeah, my fault. Is that good?
That's solid. That's what I'm saying, though, bro. If that's the case, just because he's the QB, I feel like we have to put it has to be all one school. Like, we can't just say, all right, we just gonna put a band that's from a different school than the QB or the player that's at the top. I feel like that look janky.
I'll tell you this: if we're gonna, I feel like you should put a different individual, like a player, a drum major, maybe even a fan, or a dance line member. A stinger has to be on there.
I can see that. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Because what don't we have 5 HBCU conferences? Maybe 6. I don't know how many are in D2.
SWAC, REAC, SIAC,
SIAA.
CIAA. I literally just
Division 2, I believe.
Huh?
We're forgetting some Division 2 programs, I believe.
Yo, how many HBCU conferences is it?
4. It's 4.
That's the 4? The MEAC, SWAC, SIAC, and CIAA?
The honeybees would be hard on there. The honeybees would be hard.
They would go stupid. Go stupid.
I would go honeybees over stingers probably on there.
Oh, so who's the dancer that you putting up there then? We're just talking in general though. Yeah, we know they're D2, but we just talking in general. Like, if that's the 4, then okay, cool. I guess that does make sense though. 2 HBC, 2 D1s, 2 D2s. Okay, that does make sense.
I was about to say a J set, But I just feel like we have the best dance line. I don't really know all the dance lines either, though. That's something I'm going to have to research, too. Shout out to Bama State.
Nah. You said what?
Oh, some HBCUs are NIA.
Okay. Some conferences or just like HBCUs, like individuals? Had the best season of any position.
But okay, Kendall. Matter of fact, though, when it
What up?
comes to NCAA, they don't put D2s on there on the game. So if we're going based off of that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes sense.
You know,
Thank you. Yeah,
but I feel like if you make an HBCU game, you gotta put all the.
that's what I'm saying.
All the HBCUs were on this game.
I get. Oh yeah, if you make a whole HBCU, yeah, if you make an HBCU game, yeah. I was just talking about, all right, based on the template that we got, I think it's three. I think it's three players that you could put on there. One from three different conferences. That was just me though.
I personally feel like if you're making this cover, let's go based off the last 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shador have to be on here, correct?
What, this cover?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then,
are you just choosing QBs?
No.
Okay.
Disregard the. Let's just go players. Disregard the bands because I personally don't know all the dance line names. I know Sting X, J Sets. Somebody's a dancing doll, if I am mistaken.
Yeah.
Comment section. Who is the dancing dolls? I want to say Southern, but I'm probably wrong with that. Fam, you would be hard on them.
They would be.
Southern, okay.
I know. Really. Yeah, bro. That's tough. That's tough.
It's a great
conversation. I also am kind of interested to see like what legend, because the same way that Doug Williams was for Grambling, what legend would each individual school want to represent them in a HBCU cover game or like HBCU game?
I think we go Tavares personally.
I could see it.
I'm
not mad at that pick. I'm just curious, like, if there's other people that, you know, some of the more OGs would pick, because I know Tavares is still kind of, you know, recent as far as, you know, the last like 20 years. So I'm just curious if there's anybody else that like you could go further back on that individual HBCUs will pick to be there.
Jerry Rice, Jackson State might go Walter Payton.
Oh well, yeah.
Those are two solidified ones.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Grambling would probably go Doug Williams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Grambling could really repeat. I wouldn't.
Truthfully, I mean that was hard. That was a great creative cover though, but I don't like the idea of just the one team on there. That's my only critique of that cover.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I feel like with that cover, I feel like it makes sense to have it just be one team, because it would be kind of, I guess, at least the way that I'm thinking about it. I guess you could have different entities of different schools, but I just feel like it would make more sense to have it that way. Maybe that's just me.
So what would you say about Coach Simmons? Do you think he could be on there
for
the cover?
What?
Let's do this year's cover then, like with coaches, players, and a few band members. I'm gonna go Coach Simmons.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Kendall, I gotta put Jeremy on there, bro. I gotta put Jeremy on there.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. That makes a lot more sense.
Because if you look at the intro as well, the intro was all Grambling.
Yeah.
And when I was that age, I thought some of that was ASU because it was black and gold and black and all stuff. So
that's the thing. I never played the game, so I don't know anything. Like I've seen it be played, and I've seen like the intro and all of that type of stuff. I've never seen the game, or I've never played the game though. It's one of my biggest regrets. I'm just saying, bro. Like I'm just saying.
It was a hard game. I hope that somebody comes up with the budget or the creative minds come together. Because if we're getting the NCAA, we gotta have an HBCU game.
I saw this one tweet, and I wish I could pull it up. I saw this one tweet. It was like, what schools would be in an HBCU DLC pack? Now, I'm not really a fan of no HBCU DLC pack.
No,
I'd rather have all my HBCUs in there, me
that's
personally.
but,
yeah. So, but who would you have though? Like I said, I don't feel like you can just limit it to like a swag. It can't just be a swag thing. I feel like it gotta go. But even if it is just a swag and a MEAC thing.
I think you have to go FAMU since they won a Celebration Bowl.
I agree.
And that's the top of the top.
I think North Carolina Central got to be in there.
Yeah. Because Davius Richards, and that's still a, you get what I'm saying. Who would be the highest rated player? I feel like Davius Richards for sure.
I can see it.
He would be a 99, maybe. 95. 95.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't know if I cap it at 99. If he won a Celebration Bowl, like, all right. But
he did win one. He beat Jackson State, remember?
No, I mean, if he won the most recent one as the best player, okay. But I don't know if I just give him that now. I don't know.
I might give Bubba 99 though.
Dog. I get it. I understand the bias. I completely understand. But bro, we gotta balance it, bro. We just said we're not giving the best quarterback in HBCU. We giving him a 95. I don't know if y'all been proving, but she been recruiting.
We got a lot of Bethunis.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a very interesting women's basketball season next year. I'm very, very interested to see what happens during the season for sure.
I'm excited for football season, man.
I mean, yeah, that's a given. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like it could be some new parity in women's basketball. Who knows? I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think it definitely could be some new parity.
But is this the most parity we've ever had in a SWAC football season since we've been in school? Well, we're not in school anymore, but since we've been covering it.
I guess. I mean, the reason why I say that is because I feel like we say that every year.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm not.
Oh man. Yeah, you trying to get us canceled?
Yeah, nah.
But
I feel like it's been. I mean, Coach Samuels is gone, but FAMU has been really, really recruiting hard.
Dog, I promise you, I'm trying to wait a little bit longer, but bro, we gotta rank these recruiting classes because some of these teams they've been doing their thing.
But Thorne did a really good job this year as well.
I mean, bro, they had a sneaky one last year. It felt like so. I mean, I'm not surprised.
I'm just hoping that I'm not gonna jinx us, so never mind. Keep my thoughts.
Hey man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe wherever y'all viewing this from. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever.
The city, the state, the country.
You said what?
Let us know where you're viewing from. The city, the state, the country, the continent.
Oh yeah. Y'all viewing from the DR?
The school.
Botswana.
The school that you're supporting.
Oh, I thought you said the country.
I did say country and continent.
Okay, bro. I'm naming countries. What's the problem?
I was speaking in general.
Oh, okay. All right. I was about to say, what's going on?
No disrespect to the DMV.
I said it.
What's the? You said
the DR.
You said
bro, you're stupid. You are stupid, bro.
The DMV.
You are stupid.
I won't be answering that.
Played the fifth.
Yeah.
Oh, smart
team.
man, smart man.
Great athletic program. So who is y'all's current? I'm not gonna answer this. Who is y'all's current favorite to win the SWAC championship and the MEAC championship and the CIAA football? I don't have an answer right now.
That's a good question, man. Very good question.
I already know BBB about to come in here. BBBG. BBBG. Do. BBBG. Like you see what I did there? BBL Jersey, BBL, BBBG.
SSB.
I didn't hear it.
SSB. You said way too early? You ain't lying. That's why I ain't doing it.
Oh yeah, real quick. Shout out to all the people there were a couple people at the baseball tournament who stopped me and mentioned the podcast. There was an umpire that actually stopped me and said congratulations. He said congratulations, like we ain't been doing this for 3 years now, but I said appreciate it. I appreciate you, man. But
you had an umpire stop you?
Yeah, umpire. Yeah, I was on the field and he tapped me and I was like, I'm not out, I'm safe. And then
you had an ump stop you, bro?
And an umpire.
Dang. What that's like? You got clout, bro. I'm trying to get like you when I grow up, bro.
Well, you gotta go to a baseball tournament first.
I'm gonna be at the next one.
Yeah, I know you will. It's usually, but the thing is, we usually get stopped. I'm usually at the place where all the SWAC stuff. It's one of the other people recognize one or the other usually.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say what you're trying to say.
You want to say
I don't show my
track.
Okay.
We haven't been apart very often though.
Yeah, 100%. Hey man, you got anything else, bro? We've been on this jump for an hour and 7 minutes, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all, everybody that's been in, checking up with us.
Congratulations to Bethune-Cookman on winning Sports Information Team of the Year. Congratulations.
Didn't even know it was a thing. Congratulations to y'all.
Bama State on winning their second consecutive Commissioner's Cup. So, 2 great things. And good luck to Gremlin. And good luck to our track athletes moving forward. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. The Cash App is up there. Up.
There you go. Yeah, you
up there.
Yep.
See you guys next time. Excuse me.